Glory be to God, Mighty God Ministries, episode 25, and this is health and wellness. This is a snack that I have occasionally. I don't have it all the time. It's not terrible for you. It's not like phenomenal, but it's an okay snack to eat occasionally. And a lot of the snacks that I do have are they're around like anywhere from 200 to 300 calories. This one, I'm gonna have to look at my sheet and see. It's about, 220 calories. This isn't a bad one. We're gonna get started. And this is super easy, it's quick. What you can do is you can just take a bowl, and I'm just gonna take a circular bowl like this. You're gonna need a spoon like this. And this is something that I do occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally I do it and it tastes good. I'm gonna get a 3/4 measuring cup, and then we're gonna get our ingredients here. And you could modify this to put different things in it or make it taste better, but a lot of this stuff, I use the same ingredients because it just makes it easier for me. I eat a lot of this Fage. This is the 0%. Again, it's got 18 grams of protein in one serving and it's 90 calories. So this is sweet, again, for high protein. But you could do the other ones too. I actually did this originally because it's got 0 fat and I couldn't have any fat. It would just destroy me. I feel like I was dying when I had that, and now I can, but I actually like this one better. I don't know, but you may want to stick with the other one. But essentially what you do is you take your 3/4 measuring cup, pretty easy. You're just gonna take your bowl, you're gonna pop this into the measuring cup. And again, you don't have to be exact, but I do find it good to measure things because it gives you an idea, whereas if you eyeball it, you can probably tell. But obviously, if you're not counting your stuff, you don't know what you're taking in, and that's a thing that will essentially give you a hard time. If you don't count your calories, at least somewhat, you're not going to know what you're taking in. You're going to probably you could be over your calories, or you could be under your calories and you're not eating enough. So this is one thing. You're just going to take this. Essentially, you're going to pop this in this bowl, nice and easy. If you're more hungry or you want a bigger snack, you can just double this. You can do 3/4 cup, and a 3/4 cup is essentially, again, it's 90 calories, so it's nothing. So if you did 2 of those, it's 180. And I'm not gonna let this go to waste here because I want to get my protein in. So I'm gonna get all that good stuff there, and we're gonna clean up as we go. So I'm going to throw this cup in there. Do a quick hand wash real quick. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the other ingredient that I use. And again, these are not phenomenal for you, but it's okay. Again, you gotta have snacks occasionally. If you try to cold turkey and have no snacks, it's extremely hard, and then you're going to binge eat. You're going to go back and you're going to binge eat. You're going to do it hard. And I've done that before multiple times, So you have to be careful with that. But these are just graham crackers. You could use any kind. But the great things about these is obviously there's some stuff in here I don't like. There's some stuff in here I don't like, so I don't do these all the time. Obviously, normally if you're doing graham crackers, you're gonna do s'mores, right? And those are the best. But obviously those are high in sugar, high in calorie content, which you could do as occasionally. But what's cool about this is if I take out 2 of these, and I have 2 already ready to go, 2 full cracker sheets was a decent amount. It's 130 calories, okay? So you get 130 calories, you have 2 grams of protein, so you get 4 grams of protein. Obviously, fat's 3 grams, so they're not too bad for you. And they're good. And you could modify this multiple ways. But what I like to do is, and you could use any type of bag, you could use like this bag right here. I'm gonna let a little bit of air out, not too much, but a little bit of air out. I'm gonna open that bag, and then you need something to basically break this thing up. So I'm going to use this like little metal meat hammer, or whatever you call this, meat hammer. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is with this, but some reason, like when you touch this, I don't know if it's some kind of special metal or something. It gets metal on your hand. I don't know why. It got this coating. So when I pick it up, I always use a napkin. And you could use either side, but basically, I'm just going to take the graham crackers here, and I'm just going to smash these graham crackers up. And you could do this again, however you prefer. If you don't want them smashed up as much, then don't do that. But essentially, we're just, hammering away. I'm going to flip that, do my other side. And then now, basically, and you could do this in a food processor however you want, but I normally just do it like that. Sometimes I'll leave bigger chunks. in there. you know, if I want, you know, more crunchy pieces. But essentially now I have my 2 gram crackers. Essentially, what was it? 130 calories here. We have 90 in the yogurt. So again, I'm under 220 calories, and this is a good snack. Now, you can modify this and add some more to it. Obviously, whatever you add onto this, I'm just going to mix this up like this. And sometimes I'll do, again, I'll do 2 cups of yogurt. But essentially, you can mix this up. If you're going for, you know, you have more calories, obviously you can add some, you know, maybe a little piece of chocolate sprinkling or some other things that's going to make it taste better. It's pretty good like this plain. But again, you can add to this. You know, essentially, this is going to give you, this is what you're going to get. It's very basic. Most people already know how to make this. It's a quick snack, and what's it take? It takes very minimal time. So now I have my quick snack, super easy. I'm getting both protein and carbs. And a lot of times if you offset, when you eat carbs, if you eat protein at the same time, I don't know the science or what's behind it, but sometimes it helps offset the carbs and the fat when you eat protein together. So again, I'm just gonna eat this as is. I enjoy it, I like it like this. Everyone has different taste buds. Like my taste buds are definitely different, but I like it plain like this. Now, if I wanted to add something, we could do a couple different things. One thing I would add is obviously if you add any type of chocolate to this, it's gonna be delicious. The other thing that I really like, but I have to watch out with this. I have to watch out. I love fig jam. And I'm trying to get this fig jam that has no sugar in it because this one has 10 grams of added sugar. So you gotta be careful with this because this can add on. But if I wanna add something to this, I'm gonna take, again, 1 tablespoon. That's not a lot. Look at that, 1 tablespoon. I'm taking like a tablespoon, a little bit more. But if I take 1 tablespoon of this fig jam right here, and I love fig jam, I'm gonna add a drop of that. That's gonna add like some serious flavor. Now I have to count that in for today to make sure I don't go too crazy on my sugar. Because the more sugar you add to your diet, the more you want sugar, it gets that addiction. You know, you get that sugar addiction where you just keep eating. But again, let's try this out. Delicious. Fig jam is so good. It's like that Amish market pepper stuff. You could add fig jam to anything. It is delicious. So again, I did add 10 grams of sugar, added another 50 calories. So we're at 270. So I'm still under 300. But again, this is gonna make it like a dessert. It is delicious. And you got the graham cracker crunch in there. So it gives you that crunchy flavor. I can't stop eating it. It gives you that crunchy flavor. Like I said, I will eat this plain. A lot of times I'll eat it plain. But with the fig jam, if you want it like as a dessert type snack thing, you could definitely do that. But again, just another quick, easy thing. And I'm sure a lot of people you already know this. It's the same as like when you buy the yogurt, right? You buy yogurt, they have the cap on it. What's it have on it? Granola or something like that. But again, this is healthier. Why? Well, because now you just have the yogurt, which is plain yogurt without all the junk in it. It's pure yogurt. And then you're adding a topping to it, right? Whether that's fruit, and I'll do the same thing with fruit. I'll throw strawberries in or blueberries on the yogurt, same thing. Obviously, there's a convenience factor of buying the little ones that come with the packs on top. But again, those are what? Those are highly processed. They have to be. Why? Because to be able to keep them in that form and for them to keep a shelf life, they have to be processed. So they're not as good for you. Again, occasionally eating those, that's okay. It's not going to hurt you. But anytime you can eat what we would say is more pure foods, you know, again, it doesn't last as long. You're going to eat healthy and you're going to see results. You're going to see results. So again, this channel is to glorify God. Hopefully this helps you out with the snack. But if you're not saved, you don't know what that means, click the more link, read the salvation prayer. It is the best thing you ever do in your life. Even if you don't understand it, take a chance. Take a chance with Jesus. It is the best thing you ever do. And he will start working you and he will change your life. God bless you. We'll see you in the next one.